Hey, Julian Cesc here, and today we're so excited to have a famous Miami artist, Adam, also known as Atomik, on our studio.
Hey Adam, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
So Adam, why don't you talk to us a little bit about your history in art?
Well, I've been making art ever since I was a child. I didn't start spray painting until about middle school, and then once I started spray painting, that was my calling. That was my medium of choice, and I have been painting ever since the mid '90s, since '95, '96, and and that's my calling as an artist, is spray painting murals and doing art based off of
So when you were a kid, how many times were you in trouble of spray painting
all
on
the
walls?
time. Unfortunately, all the time. I got kicked out of summer school and expelled from junior high school magnet art program, and then from high school kicked out of very at the end of high school I was kicked out. I don't know if it was for tagging or whatever, but I just didn't have the best behavior. But I think merging that bad behavior and spray can art is what kept me interested in my artistic talents.
So let's go back to that first day where you picked up that spray can. When was it, or how was it?
It was early '90s. My friend went to Colombia on a vacation with his family, and he told me that he left some spray paint behind the store that was real close to our house. So I went there and got the spray paint, and basically did a piece on the back of the store, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun spray painting. I still enjoy spray painting today, 30 years later.
At what point did it become a business? You are now creating art for people and businesses.
I would say in high school it became a business for me. My father was very business oriented. His father had bodegas in New York, so he worked with his father, and he was very business minded and work driven. So he always encouraged me to work and do my own thing, and I would do airbrushing. I would do airbrushing and murals inside my friends' rooms, but I would also do airbrush t-shirts, airbrush backpacks or hats or whatever. So I've always kind of had a business approach to it. And I studied graphic design, so I was working in a creative field after high school. But yeah, after doing that for a certain amount of time, I just started doing my own thing with the freelancing and the spray painting, and that led to studio work and whatnot. So
When did that whole orange, what do you call it, the orange graffiti come to be? How did that happen? Because that was pretty much a turning point, right?
Yeah, that was definitely a turning point in my artistic career. That was in 2008 when they demolished the Miami Orange Bowl in Little Havana. And the mascot of the Orange Bowl was Obie. It's a smiling orange face with a crown on it. So I went and painted a homage or a memorial for the stadium. And it was, the orange character in between two names that I painted, two graffiti tags. And it just got a better response than...
Well, where was that, at the stadium, or?
That was at an abandoned furniture store off of the Golden Glades interchange. It's there's a Mercedes-Benz dealership there now. It was a rooftop. And it was published in a book by James and Carla Murray called Miami Graffiti. You could see it there. And it had the year that the stadium was built, the year that it was demolished. But I do have a mural in the new stadium that they built on top of the Orange Bowl grounds.
Really?
Yeah, in the
Exciting.
Lone Depot Park where the Miami Marlins play baseball.
Good. So for our viewers, our listeners, let us tell you why he's here, because we're doing a collaboration. We approach Atomik, or Adam, to do. Why don't you explain exactly what we're doing with him?
Yeah, so I mean, everybody knows his artwork in Wynwood if you're here in Miami. He's a local, famous artist, and we wanted to kind of get some apparel for the paddle community here that is just specific for paddle. I mean, I see many people wearing different types of shirts, a lot of them from tennis or other types of racket sports, but I wanted something specific for paddle. So I reached out to Adam. We talked a little bit, and he created a nice piece. And we're going to have a limited collection, maybe about 200 or 300 pieces that are going to be going up for sale on our e-commerce in March. And it's going to look like this here, as you guys can see.
Instead of being an orange, it's going to be a paddle ball with the same look and feel as his, a brand, your orange.
Right.
But it's going to have the Padel Smash and the paddle vibe to it. So we're going to do a very limited edition to it. And we're so excited, and that's why he's at the studio with us.
So, Adam, when I came to you with this project, did you even know anything about paddle? And were like, what the hell is this?
No, I was saying pickleball, because I know that, like, pickleball is something that's gained popularity, but I kept saying pickleball, and you're like, no, it's paddle. And I just Googled it right before coming over here to send to my friend, because I was still, like, getting it wrong, the terminology or whatever, but he was confusing it with like paddle ball on the beach, and I don't know, maybe that's where it started, playing on the beach, but like I think that's like a wooden paddle that is a little bit different, but yeah, I think it's cool. I've never done anything with tennis or paddle or pickleball, so it's cool to see what you guys got going on over here.
So you've been here in Miami, and obviously paddle is the birthplace, here in the USA, and the growth is really huge, and it's in your backyard. So I'm surprised you haven't. Well, I'm sure now that when you drive through Wynwood, you realize, oh yeah, that's the place there. I go by it all the time. I don't realize what it is, and boom, there it is, right?
Yeah, there is. So on 20th Street, Fireman Derek's has a location, and it's where he bakes all of his stuff for his pie shops, and next to it, I thought it was tennis, but I think it's paddle.
Yeah, it is.
It's on paddle. It's on 20th Street, just west of Miami Avenue.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's funny. I would take when I ride by, I take the balls and put them in the spokes of my tires on my bicycle. And I always thought it was tennis for some reason, but it makes more sense that it's paddleball. But yeah, I'm not really into sports, to be honest. My sport is going out there and painting in the streets, and that's kind of like a sport in itself. I used to be into sports growing up, but it was never tennis related. But my parents have a tennis ball court in their community, and they, I believe, converted one of the courts into pickleball.
Gotcha.
But is paddle enclosed? I think I read it on that Google search that it's enclosed, so it's not an outdoor with no boundaries type of vibe.
Right. So now you're a world acclaimed artist, for the work that you have done all these years. Why don't you tell us a little bit? Who did you collaborate in the past with?
So I've collaborated with a lot of different brands. Recently, I was painting at the Wynwood Marketplace, or whatever it's called now, and it was with the Heat. And it wasn't an official collaboration, but I was there just providing entertainment for the people that were there for some weekend thing that the Heat were doing. That was cool. I have collaborated with the Marlins. That was cool, the Miami Marlins, to do a jersey, like a heritage jersey. My friend Alex from Cushy got me to do a project with them, and that led to painting in the stadium as well. I did something with the Dolphins, which was cool, a little 305 shirt. We got 305 coming up March 5th. So I think that was 2 years ago that I did the collaboration with the Dolphins. And it's nothing major, but, I did do work with them. I've worked with the Orange Bowl. I'm actually in a partnership with the Orange Bowl, the Miami Orange Bowl Committee right now, where I'm going to go to, I think, another couple events and paint at their parks. They do a lot for the community with the football and give back and stuff. But I guess those would be the main ones down here.
You have painted, overseas too, right? In different countries and all that?
Yeah, I think I painted in almost 40 countries, maybe 40 different countries by now. I want to, step that up and go to more countries. But right now, yeah, I constantly paint. That's what I feed off of. That's where I get my motivation is traveling, because Miami, there's only so much to see, and yeah, there's a lot of new like growth and development and different things going on, but it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird seeing all the like growth in my city. So going to other cities and experiencing different countries and cultures and just landscapes and food and music, the whole nine, just painting in other places, meeting locals is what I get inspired from.
So why don't you talk about the process of doing collaboration, right? So I came with you with a project, or if anybody comes with your project, what is your process that you go through?
I like to spray paint first. I like to do something first where I go to the wall with my spray paint and spray paint, and then take the graphic from that and digitize it and recreate it on the computer or the iPad. And that's my preferred way to do it. But there's other ways, since I studied graphic design, I'm not opposed to just doing the design how we did it, just outright on the iPad and then going from there. So there's a lot of different approaches to doing collaborations, but I feel that my preferred one is spray painting and doing where I like have my enjoyment and my passion. And we're gonna do that at the studio, and we can, cross promote that as well.
All right. And you did a couple rackets for us, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you show us how you did it? And
Yeah, all I did was I used Posca markers, and I used the thin ones, and painted right here, because this paddle is still going to be used, where the next one will just hang on a wall as an art piece, and this one I just spray painted it, and I signed it on the back. Actually, now looking at it, I did something I usually don't do, and that's like spray painting my fingertip, my glove, and then putting dots on it. So in the eyes and the teeth, I have some fingerprints there. But
that's cool.
But yeah,
I'm glad we're gonna have something kind of for the paddle community.
Yeah, it's going to be something unique for all paddle players, and very Miami, and paddle is in the United States was born in Miami, so it's a very, very unique piece.
Now, Adam, do you want to tell any of our viewers anything before we close this out?
nah, just holler at me.
Well,
Send me a DM. Yeah, send me a DM.
Where can they reach?
I'm not really checking my emails like I should be. That seems to be like the professional way of communication these days is email, and I'm not really on it. But IG, Atomiko, ATOMIKO, and hit me up, shoot me a DM, and I'll reply, and
Go from
do
there.
it. Yeah.
All right, Adam. Congratulations.
Thank
on
you.
your success. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Let's go out and play some paddle. How's
Yeah,
that?
yeah, for sure.